Lady Tiger Volleyball comes in tonight off of a third-place finish in the same gym this past Saturday. Tonight, they come back into Concordia to face the Lady Panthers in a regular season NCKL showdown. Lady Tiger Volleyball is here on a Tuesday night. First serve, starting lineups coming up. Stay tuned.
When it's time to replace that car or truck you're driving, or if you are in the market for your first vehicle, come see us at Union State Bank. We take the time to help you determine the price range of a vehicle that works in your budget. We finance cars and trucks at very competitive rates and offer an extended warranty program to give you that peace of mind for those unexpected repairs. So before you make one of the largest purchases in your life, come see us at Union State Bank to get pre-approved for your next car or truck loan. Member FDIC.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. We have a great selection of used and program SUVs in stock. How about this? A 2015 Jeep Patriot with only 19,000 miles on it for $16,975 or $248 a month. Or a beautiful little Buick Encore, local trade-in for only $321 a month. Or how about the 2013 Chevy Equinox with only 51,000 miles for $292 a month. This is with approved credit. Come check us out at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center.
Oldie Seed has soil-specific seed to fit your soybean acre-specific needs. Soybean varieties with excellent SDS, stress tolerance, excel on high pH levels, and salt excluders that will not limit your yield potential. Oldie Seed is your trusted supplier for high-yielding soybeans built to fit your specific needs. Call your Oldie Seed representative today at 877-692-4555. That's 877-692-4555.
Will you be ready for winter driving? You will with a Ford SUV from Hanson Ford in Clay Center. The Ford Edge, Explorer, and Escapes have the all-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive power you'll need for the winter weather conditions you know will occur. The good news is, now through November 2nd, Hanson Ford is having a big SUV season sale event where you can get excellent financing rates, but they're only offered for a limited time. Stop in to Hanson Ford to see if you qualify.
And good evening. Welcome to Concordia. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer tonight, Bernie Fancella. We bring you Clay Center Lady Tiger Volleyball on the air, a regular season matchup for Clay Center. It's a return trip. We just said in the opening they were just here on Saturday, took third place at the Concordia Invitational. That would include a win over Minneapolis in the consolation finals. Tonight, the Lady Tigers will face Concordia Lady Panther team that comes in off of hosting their Invitational. Now both teams starting to gear toward the finish of this year. It is a very busy time, but now the regular season matches can start to matter more and more and more. That's because as they get to the finish of this regular season, you're going to see sub-state pairings start to matter as far as the records go. Now, the records and the teams that will be vying for the seedings in the sub-state right back here at Concordia, by the way. Panthers and Lady Tigers, as you see here tonight. The Rock Creek Lady Mustangs, one of the top-ranked teams in the state in 4A Division II, and the Chapman Lady Irish. Same teams as last year in sub-state at Chapman. Clay Center would get through Chapman and then Rock Creek, who was also state-ranked at that time last year. And those two teams could be vying for a chance to meet up one more time for a trip to Salina. That's a little ways off. That's coming up October 24th, but it is nearing closer and closer. Lady Tiger Volleyball here from Concordia. Panthers and Lady Tigers in an ACKO matchup. Starting lineups and opening serve on the way next.
This time of year, many farmers feel like they're juggling too many things at once. Or maybe you're the guy who's trying to keep multiple plates spinning. Well, let us help you. I'm Brent with Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales, and we'll help with fall custom application and knock down those weeds and keep them under control. The blessing of rain and through this year's growing season has led to tough weed conditions. But hit them now, and you'll be glad you did in 2016. Talk with us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Both teams finishing up their final huddles. We're about set to work here as the Clay Center Lady Tigers again facing off against the Concordia Lady Panthers. And we'll give you a look at the starting lineup for Clay Center to start with and get you the opening servers. Courtney Hamill has been up front for Clay Center throughout this year and, of course, a big part of last year's squad as well that won the state title in Salina. She has been leading this team thus far this season. She will start on the front row along with Sam Carson, Lauren Lane, and Hannah Swihart, all a huge part of this. Megan Blake, who leads the team in aces on the back row, along with Taylor Humphrey, who will be the starting server for the Lady Tigers of Clay Center. For Concordia, they'll look like this. Up front is Jordan Eschbaugh. We've heard that name now as she begins her just junior year, but she's been a part of sports for Concordia for quite some time. Concordia has the first look up front. It's a soft spike across. It's gathered by Hamill. Here's Humphrey to Swihart. Spike on its way back. Throwing good, and Clay Center has an early 1-0 lead as Swihart puts one through after a good set that time from Taylor Humphrey. It will be more of the Panther lineup as we move along up front. Blake and Schrader up there along with Eschbaugh as mentioned. Humphrey, though, is the server right now. She brings it across to the back row. It's picked up there and passed up front. Big spike at net by Eschbaugh. We just talked about her a moment ago, and now she plants one through on the other side off the set for Concordia. We're tied at 1. So Eschbaugh gets the kill up front. It was blocked by Clay Center, but clearly out of bounds. And that'll put Concordia back to serve, and that will be Schrader, as mentioned earlier. 5'7" sophomore brings it across. Back row, here's Carson up front for Humphrey. Middle set for Lauren Lane. She winds it up and is blocked back across. That's Jordan Eschbaugh now on the defensive side getting the block. Maybe had some help from Hadley Tifo. And it will be, again, Schrader to serve it. 2-1 Concordia, the early lead. There's a pass from Hamill, saved by Carson, right back to Courtney. Now she gets it across. Here's a set up front for the Panthers. Big swing. We have a violation, Clay Center into net, and that will be 3-1, a friction. Concordia into net at Clay Center's point, and Sam Carson back to serve it for the Lady Tigers. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Swihart serve across. Blister to the back row. Here's a set up front. It's going to be partially blocked by Swihart. The pass came across net. Now Humphrey to the back row for Carson, who will bring it across. Now it's Schrader up front. Eschbaugh goes cross court. She has 2 kills and a block already in this opening moments of this first set, and it's 3-2. Concordia the lead. Now has the serve it. Their libero back to serve it right now for the Panthers. That is Bryn Brummett, saved by Carson up front lane. Big hit on the way. Was it tipped? No, out of bounds. That's the point to the Lady Panthers. Concordia leads here early, 4-2. So a 4-2 advantage. And again, Brummett to serve it, a 5'5" sophomore. Panthers hosting here against the Lady Tigers. Serve on its way across. Here's Hamill to Humphrey, set up, and a big swing by Blake. Blocked back across. Saved by Hamill. Now a pass across by the Lady Tigers. Up front again. There's Carson, a good dig back row. Humphrey for Blake. This one partially blocked. And it's going to be, again, a chance up front for Eschbaugh. She'll push it across. Good dig, diving that time from Humphrey. Now Blake, one more chance. Blocked, but Blake saves it. Now it's Lauren Lane to the back row. Back up front. Concordia goes cross court, and it's missed this time from Sydney Bergman. Good rally from both teams. Clay Center on the defensive a little bit that time, but made some great defensive digs to keep themselves in the point. They're down 4-3, and Lane will serve it. Lauren's serve across, and it's set up front again for Eschbaugh. Blocked, but out of bounds by Blake. She and Hamill both there, and Eschbaugh now with unofficially 3 kills already at that, and she'll step back to serve it here. Lane, Blake, Carson on the back row for Clay Center. Humphrey, Swihart, and Hamill up front. Short serve, dug by Blake. Swihart diving in almost to the post on the right side, unable to get to it. And a point to Concordia. They now lead 6-3. Lady Panthers off to a lightning start here against the Lady Tigers. Lane, the pass to Humphrey. Middle set for Hamill. She'll push it across with one hand, able to get a good swing at it. Now the spike on the right side up and through, and Concordia has a 7-3 lead. Coach Robert Moran is going to take a timeout early. 7-3, Concordia, the early lead here in Con. Lady Panthers had jumped out to a 4-point lead early. We're back right after this.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has earned the reputation of being a dependable supplier of durable medical equipment. They offer customers cost-effective quality products they need to improve their health and well-being. Lift chairs, shoes for diabetics, canes, bath aids, wheelchairs, knee braces, CPAP machines and supplies, and several other helpful equipment is available. And if you have a prescription to be filled, bring it into Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy for friendly and professional service. Downtown Clay Center.
Lady Tigers have seen Concordia come out red hot in this opening match. The first set, they lead at 7-3 over Clay Center. Coach Robert Moran forced into a timeout with the work, particularly up front of Jordan Eschbaugh. She's back to serve it right now for Concordia, but Tyler for 3 kills very early in this opening set. It's led to a 4-point Panther lead. The timeout by the Lady Tigers. Humphrey middle, or actually a weak side set goes to Hannah Swihart. Now it's set up front for the Panthers again. Soft spike across is in and through for Sydney Bergman. She gets into the act on the opposite side. That was just a replay. Went up to spike it, didn't have a good hit. Saw an opening in the middle court and planted it there. Eschbaugh serve. Carson the dig. Here's Humphrey. Middle set. Hamill winds it up. It's blocked back across in the middle this time as the Lady Panthers really owning the net early. That is Emily Spoler comes over. They're the freshman for Concordia. And it's 9-3. The Lady Tigers trailing here. Serve across. Now it's set for Megan Blake. She winds it up, blocks back across again. And the Lady Panthers on fire here early. 10-3 in the opening set right now. Play center just trying to find a way to stabilize things. There's Eschbaugh serve. Carson, back row lane saves it. Now Hamill gets it across. Concordia's got a chance, though. Set up front, partially blocked, and we have Concordia into the nets. The freshman that time came too far across and Spoler, and that gives play center the point and the service for Hannah Swihart. 10-4. Haley Franson rotates in on the front row for the Lady Tigers, along with Hamill and Blake, and Lane and Carson in there with the server, Swihart. The serve across, spike to the back row, good dig by Lane. Up front, Swihart sets, and Hamill pushes it across. It's picked up by Concordia. Flat-footed spike across from Bergman. Down near the front net. Short set for Hamill, and it's blocked back across and in for the Panthers. It's 11-4. And again, the freshman Emily Spoler at 5'7", or correction, Micah Eschbaugh, freshman at 6'1", making those last couple of plays. With the roster correct on Concordia Lady Panthers side, as they now lead it 11-4 in this first set. Rotation in for the Panthers, and official making sure who came in, who came out, so he has his card correct. Walks over to talk with the scorer's table. Concordia has jumped out big with Eschbaugh and Bergman up front, and then you throw in Micah Eschbaugh, the freshman, and those three have been a menace up front on the nets. The official says things are good at the scorer's table, so ready to work, and the service will be Alex Wilcox. The junior lefty brings it across, picked up by Lane, now set across by Swihart, picked up to the front row. This is Schrader. The set blocked back across by Hamill. Now it's going to be just rolled across by Concordia. A chance for play center. Lauren Lane to Swihart. Far side set. Blake winds it up, and it is passed back across and out of bounds. Good decision by the Lady Tigers sideline after the spike by Blake, and she has her first kill of the game and now steps back to serve it for play center. Blake on the season as she winds this one up and brings the first serve across. Has it picked up. Front row, Micah Eschbaugh is long on the spike, and play center now has an 11-5 ball game. They're trailed by that 6 points. Blake serving 85.8% in, but 45 aces this year for Blake. There's the serve across. And this one was touched. That's 46 aces now in the year as Blake got it to the back row. Late decision to try to go after it, and now Concordia wants the TO. 11-7. Play center has been down by as many as 8. Back within 4. A timeout on the court when we return.
I was straightening shelves in central office when in marched
G.I. Joe reporting for duty, sir.
Excuse me?
I'm here to represent your cleaning and break room products, sir.
Oh, you mean our high-quality, genuine Joe products. Paper towels, trash bags, mops, plates, cups, and more, all at great savings.
It's not G.I. Joe products?
I'm afraid not.
My mistake, sir. Have a good day, sir.
For all your break room and cleaning supplies, come see us at Central Office in Clay Center.
11-7 ball game. First set of our opening match here. Concordia has that lead. They jumped out early in this one. Clay Center's wraps off 4 straight points, and the Lady Panthers taking a timeout. Here's the serve across from Blake. It's passed back across the net. Short set middle for Hamill. Missed time. Tried to reach it with her left hand and couldn't get it. And so it's 12-7. Concordia now a 5-point lead. Panthers to serve. Across it comes from Bergman. Now it's Hamill. Pushed across again. Concordia sets it right back across. Swihart pushes it to the back corner. Picked up by the Panthers. Now a play at net by Micah Eschbaugh, and she knocks it in. And 13-7, Concordia continues with the lead here at home against the Lady Tigers. Again, these two teams, along with Chapman and Rock Creek, in less than a month, that's really closing in, will show up for the sub-state championships. And Clay Center letting one go on the back row. Blake and Lane kind of looked and both thought they would back away from it, but it's an ace for Bergman. 14-7, Concordia leads it. Serve on the way. Caught net, picked up by Carson. Punched back in play, but Hannah Swihart in doing so came underneath the net, and Coach Robert Moran another timeout here. Con has a 15-7 lead. Timeout taken on the floor. We're back in just a moment.
Central Valley Ag suggests this year you rethink your post-harvest schedule.
If this El Nino is as strong as it is and sets in as deep as it does, we could be looking for a wet fall time frame.
CVA agronomist Mike Zwingman says get on the list for fall fertilizer, soil samples, or weed control right away.
It's really important for us to make sure that as you're harvesting, we get out and get those fields soil sampled almost as soon as you get out of the field with the combine.
Get a hold of Central Valley Ag and make sure your fall field work gets done this fall.
15-7. Here's a serve from Bergman. Is it another ace? Lady Tigers scrambling, unable to make a play, and this is going to go point to again Concordia. They lead 16-7 here. Lady Panthers having their way right now. They play center just out of sorts over the last few points. Serve across. Carson barely kept it in play. Here's Blake. Sam will tip it towards the net, and it's going to fall in short, 17-7. And Coach Moran's making a substitution in the first place center. Taylor Mall is going to come onto the front row, correction back row for Carson. So Mall, Lane, and Blake on the back row up front. Swihart, Franson, and Hamill serve across. Back row, Mall couldn't get to it. It's now 18-7, and Concordia really feeling it right now. You can just see the looks on the Lady Tigers' faces on trying to find a way to turn this thing back around. Serve again from Bergman. The pass from Lane. The setup. Mall winds it up. Partially blocked. Diving get from the back row. Concordia's got to play up at net. And what a spike on the left side that time from Hadley Tipo. Tipo got up and wound it up, and then no one at home in that back left corner. It's 19-7. Bergman on a bit of a roll serving. She took over at the 12-point mark, I believe, and it's 19-7 now. Up front, Mike Ashbaugh. Good diving get by Lane. Here's a setup for Mall. Spike to the opposite side. Dug out by Bergman. Now a play up front is going to be tipped across. Here's Swihart to Franson, and it's going to be set to the back corner by Lane. Concordia will just get it across. That's all they can do. Here's Blake to Swihart. Side set for Franson. Haley gets a good one across, partially blocked, and now they're set to the back row out. Point Clay Center. It's 19-8. But it is Concordia with an 11-point lead here in this opening set. Courtney Hamill is back to serve. So Franson will get the kill on that as they were unable to return it now. And near ace by Hamill. Concordia does get it across. Lane to Swihart. Far side. Mall winds it up. It's going to go long, and it's 20-8. Taylor Mall had a good look at it this time. Just put it long in the back corner. It's 20-8 Concordia, and they have the service back. There's a set from Swihart. Franson again. Back corner, pulled wide. It's 21-8. Concordia leads it here in this opening set. The Panthers have really opened things up here after back and forth for the first 2 or 3 points. There's a serve across. Barely dug out. Clay Center will not be able to return the service from Concordia, who came into this with a 3-3 league mark, 8-13 overall, the last updated record we had from them. And now they lead Clay Center 22-8. Serve on its way. Blake up front. Jermark in there. Keely Jermark to get set. The spike from Lane is tipped out of bounds. It'll be point Clay Center. So Keely Jermark gets the set. The spike from Lauren Lane. It's 22-8 Clay Center trail. Taylor Humphrey in to serve it. Serve across, back row. Passed up front. Schrader sets it, and a spike across court. That's again coming from the work of Hadley Tipo. She's had a couple of big hits up front. It's 22-9. The serve will be Lakin Schrader. 23-9. Concordia just 2 points away from the opening set being theirs. Jump serve on its way. Ball, the dig. Humphrey sets it. Jermark has to set it across herself. Now spiked across, picked up, set backwards that time by Lane. Now it's up front. The hit coming. Good dig on the back row by Blake. Hamill to Lane. Concordia, the attacker in this one. Set up again and spiked across and good for the Panthers. This time Jessica Williams gets it home. Everybody in the act right now for Concordia, and they're at set point 24-9. The serve from Schrader. There's Maul, Humphrey, far side set. It's Jermark with the spike across, picked up on the back row by Concordia. Play up front, off balance, hitting antenna that time is going to be Tipo. Now they're going to place into the point and the service. And it will be Michaela Musselman in to serve fourth place center. Ball will rotate out. Jermark, Lane, Blake up front. Humphrey and Hamill in there as well. The serve from Musselman. Here's a spike at the net. Pushed back across by Lane. Now set across to the back row and point good. Concordia, they win the first set 25-10. 25-10. It was all Concordia from the start in this one. Play center. We'll try to push it to a third set in this opening match. And it's the Lady Panthers who win set one, 25-10. We're back with more Lady Tiger Volleyball on KCLY.
Ray's Apple Market is glad to provide customers with quality choices to feed your family while saving you money. From peanut butter to box dinners, snack items, canned goods, and more. The variety of the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market is always changing and offers you more savings. You'll find the Wow Bins throughout the store that features your favorite brands, private labels, and new food items to try. Shop every week to find great values and stock up on pantry items your family enjoys.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in your Twin Valley digital TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit twinvalley.net/TVE to learn more.
A new Farmway Co-op diesel fueling site opened in Clay Center at 516 6th Street, bringing a convenient, safe, and familiar Farmway fueling experience to the entire community. The diesel fuel site is open 24/7 with a Farmway fuel card or any major credit card. Customers can also use a Farmway fuel card at Bud's Tire and Ray's Apple Market, both fuel partners with Farmway Co-op. Farmway invites fleets and consumers in the area to experience it today.
Your partner in growth.
Todd here at Walls True Value. I got to thinking, if you get an 11% rebate on everything you buy, maybe everything you buy is priced 11% too high to start with. Just saying. If you want fair prices within easy driving distance of your home, shop at Walls True Value 7 days a week for lumber, appliances, hardware, and lots of stuff you need. No silly sales gimmicks, just solid products from solid people 100% of the time at Walls True Value in beautiful downtown Clay Center. Yes, 7 days a week for you.
Back once again to Concordia. Again, the Lady Panthers really own this opening set of our first varsity match. We'll have both varsity matches live. Try to keep you posted. They're playing in two different gyms on the JV and freshman matches that are taking place tonight as well. But we will have all of the varsity matches live. And Clay Center right now hoping this first match goes to 3 sets after losing the first one. Really dominant performance by the Lady Panthers. It is a 25-10 first set. It will be Lakin Schrader to serve it for the Lady Panthers to open up set number 2. Clay Center has Lauren Lane, Hannah Swihart, Sam Carson, Taylor Humphrey, Megan Blake, Courtney Hamill. There's a set for Carson up front. Pushed back across on her set spike, and now Hannah Swihart rolls it across. Play up front, middle set for Espa. Blocked up front, I should say, by Lane and Carson, but right back into net. They were on the attack that time, but unable to stop the point, and it's a 1-0 start for Concordia. Again, after winning set 1, 25-10. Serve on its way. Here's Blake to Humphrey across to Swihart, and she will spike a good one across, but it's picked up. Now the Panthers set it to the back row. Blake to Humphrey. She'll set it back row herself. Back up front, Concordia. They set it across. Here's Blake. Swihart, middle set. Lauren Lane winds it up, and it's dug out on the back row nicely by Bergman. Play up front now for Tifo, and she gets it in. Didn't get a clean swing on it, but enough of it caught some tape, came across, and fell in against the Lady Tigers, and Concordia leads 2-0 to start the second set. Trader with the service. Humphrey. Middle set. Lane winds one up again. This time is through. Lauren Lane has her first kill of the night, and she has been one of the Lady Tiger leaders up at the net. Kills on the season for Lauren Lane, 137 she has had this year. And make it 138 on that one. There's a serve from Sam Carson. Boy, barely picked up on the back row. There's a flat-footed spike from Eschbaugh, and mishandled by the Lady Tigers on the back row. 2-1. Correction, 3-1. Concordia with that point. They lead it by 2, set number 2. Serve comes across. Up front is Humphrey. The set for Swihart as they're just rolled across. Barely cleared the tape. Concordia now to play at net for Bergman. It's blocked by Swihart and Lane, but blocked.
A message from Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia. Brutal winter days will be here sooner than you think. Is your home properly insulated to keep the cold outside and keep your energy bills affordable? If not, Geisler Roofing offers several different solutions, including spray foam insulation. At Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement, we've got you covered.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Winter will be here before you know it. Now is the perfect time.
Back once again at Concordia. While we're away, it's the Concordia Lady Panthers who went up 6-2, but now 6-3. They just went into the net. They had a couple of points at net. Now Play Center gets the service back. It'll be Anna Swihart. We can get a good Swihart swing going here for the Lady Tigers. They're down 1-9. Good service in here up front. It's set for Eschbaugh. Micah Eschbaugh, the freshman, has really had a big-time match already and knocks this one home at 7-3. And rotating in now to serve for the Panthers will be Alex Wilcox. Lady Tigers trying to stop the momentum right now for the Lady Panthers. Concordia has just blistered this thing from early on. Here's the serve. Here's Swihart with the set for Blake. Spike to the back row. Concordia scramble. They will keep it in play. Roll to the back row. It's Musselman. Up front for Swihart. Short set middle. Hamill partially blocked to the back row. Picked up by Concordia again. Here's Bergman on the far side. Blocked by Hamill, but it stays on the tape and then falls back across. This will be Concordia's point. It's 8-3. So Bergman got a good hit, but Clay Center was there. They just didn't quite get it back across tape, and because of that, giving the point away. Now the serve dug out by Lane. Swihart, the set for France, and it goes into net, and it's 9-3. The Lady Panthers have a lead of 6 now. Concordia's service again to Wilcox. He rotated in to serve, and it's hit 3 straight. They should have lost the first set of this match, 25-10. Here's Swihart. The set up, Blake goes to the back corner and gets it home. So Megan Blake took a shot by just setting it to the back corner, and Wilcox falling backwards, got her hands to it. That's all she could do. And it falls to the 4 point to Clay Center. It's 9-4. Now Blake will serve it already with an ace tonight. She has 46 on the season. Serve across. Dug out nicely this time. Bergman blocked back across and out. Boy, a great block from Carson, but it angled across court and just went outside the sideline. The point to Concordia, now 10-4. Bergman the serve. Into net, 10-5. Play Center down by a nickel. It'll be Courtney Hamill back to serve it now for the Lady Tigers. They were blitzed in the first set, 25-10, trailing 10-5. Hamill set to work. Cross it comes. The dig up front. Bergman forearm set for Tifo, and she hits it long, and it's 10-6. Edley Tifo's had some hits up front for Concordia, but that time long on the strike, and it's 10-6. Hamill into service. And an ace serve for Courtney Hamill. The Lady Tigers now within 3 at 10-7. Maybe they can steady this ship just a little bit. It has been all Concordia thus far after a 25-10 opening set winner. Up 10-4 in this one before now Clay Center getting it to 10-7. The serve from Hamill. Bergman back set up near the net and into net on the spike this time from Micah Eschball, and it's 10-8. Now the Lady Tigers within 2 and a timeout to Concordia. We'll break as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Volleyball on 100.9.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzmeyer.
Or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Lady Tigers battling back here. Lost the first set 25-10. Fell behind 10-4, but now have a 10-8. The serve across from Hamill. Pass back across. Blake to Swihart. Far side set. Lauren Lane. Soft spike to the back row. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Now up front it comes for Tifo. A good dig from Lane. Swihart right back to Lauren Lane. Big wind-up this time and good. The Lady Tigers with the second kill for Lane in this set have cut the lead down to 1 at 10-9. Hamill with a good service run going right now for Clay Center. Serve across. And an ace for Hamill. We're tied at 10. The second ace for Hamill in this second set alone. And the Lady Tigers have it up to 10-10. Here's the serve across. Up near net. The jump set for Tifo. Back row. One-handed diving get for Blake and then pushed across by Lane. Now up front. Soft blocked by Carson to Swihart. Lauren Lane again. Yes! Her third of this set. And Clay Center has their first lead. It was back at 2-1 in the opening set, which they lost 25-6. So this has been a big run for Clay Center. And now there's another good serve from Hamill. Set for Tifo. Partially blocked. Swihart to Carson, who sets up Lane one more time. It is dug out. Is it a cross? Yes. Great scramble for Concordia. Now Lane will set it to the back row. Now up front for Micah Eschball. Pulls it left side and good. Concordia ties it 11-11. What a great run, though, for Clay Center, who you'll remember was down 10-4. They scored 7 straight. Now Concordia breaks the ice, and it's 11-11. Serve across. Carson to Swihart. Lane again, this time into net. It's 12-11. Clay Center down by 1. Concordia with the serve. And the freshman Micah Eschball has that service. Across it comes. Short serve, dug out by Blake. Lane's going to push it to the back corner. Picked up by the Panthers. Short set middle. Blocked back across by Lane and Carson. And now it comes across. No violation. That'll be Clay Center's point. It's 12-12. So Carson and Lane both on the block that time. And Clay Center will get the point and the service for Taylor Humphrey. The Tigers have 3 aces in this match, but again, they're down 1-0, tied at 12 in the second. Serve from Humphrey makes that another ace. Taylor Humphrey's aces one across, and that gives Clay Center the lead now at 13-12. Humphrey again will serve. Passed up front. Set from Schrader, and pull to the left corner, and good. Big hit again that time from Jordan Eschball. And it'll be Schrader back to service, tied at 13. Rotating in front row, Jessica Williams. 13-13 tie. The Tigers trying to push this to a third set in our first match of the night. Here's a serve across. Humphrey. They set it for Swihart. Blocked back across by Eschbach. And it's a 14-13 Concordia lead. 5-10 juniors had a big first match for Concordia. 14-13. The servant will be Schrader. Here's Blake to Humphrey. The set in the middle. Lauren Lane to the back row. Picked up, dug toward the front side. Now Tifo, flat-footed spike. Blake has it to Humphrey. The set to the far side. Nobody there, but Carson keeps it in play. Now Concordia, a bit of a scramble, but they get the spike in on the right side. That coming again from Williams. And the timeout taken by Clay Center. 15-13. Lady Tigers down 2. Set 2 here in Concordia when we return.
Winter will be here before you know it. Now is the perfect time to schedule a propane tank inspection and fill by the professionals at Propane Central. Whether you use propane at your home, farm, or business, you can be sure you are getting the best value with Propane Central. Call today or visit them online at propanecentral.com.
Propane Central, leader, innovator, and friend.
15-13 ball game. Lady Tigers, who were down 10-4 in this set, down 1 set to none already, and then came back and tied it. Actually took the lead at 12-11, and then Concordia has answered with a 15-13 lead right now. Lakin Schrader is the server for Concordia. Panthers up by 2. Blake to Humphrey. Forearm set. Now passed across by Carson. It is Schrader across the Tifo. Back corner, and they say good on the back row. Really, really close. Late call, but they say it's in, and it's the point to Concordia, 16-13. Coach Moran and I had about the same angle. I saw him call it out, and a very late call, but it was called good. Here's a serve to Hamill. There's up front for Swihart. Blocked back across. Lane keeps it alive. Carson digs it out. Now Swihart to the back row. Bergman up front. Schrader sets in the middle for Eschbach. Blocked by Carson, but right back into net. And now 17-13. Clay Center falls behind by 4. Lady Tigers, of course, senior night before taking third at the Concordia Invitational here this past Saturday. Swept by Wamego and really trying to get back together in this NCKL competition. There's a spike across from Williams. And now it's 18-13. Timeout, Clay Center. Lady Tigers down 5. Stay with us. You're listening to Lady Tiger Volleyball on 100.9.
Industry-leading genetics combined with specific traits is a combination that gives oldie soybeans the advantage their customers have learned to expect. Varieties like 0373, 0404, 0474, and 0505 bring yield and consistency to your operation needs. Oldie soybeans bring the stress tolerance combined with an agronomic trait package to fit your specific need. Call your oldie seed representative today at 877-692-4555.
Out of the Clay Center timeout, Concordia 5-point lead here in the second set. It's going to be across from Lauren Lane. Concordia chance up front for Tifo. Back row, it's Blake to Humphrey. Far side set. Sam Carson winds it up, and it is good for Clay Center. That's off of the Lady Panther on the back row. It's 18-14, and Sam Carson really brought it. And the official on the chair actually called that point to Concordia, and then was corrected by the crowd. You may have heard it, and by the floor official that it was tipped. It went right off the body of the back row of the Concordia Lady Panthers. Big hit from Carson, 18-14. Serve across. It's set up front for Eschbach. To the back row, and Carson unable to handle it. 19-14 now. Concordia the lead and the service. Alex Wilcox will serve. Ava Musselman rotating in as the libero for Clay Center. To the back row, Carson will come out. Serve from Wilcox, and it's dug by Hamill to Humphrey. Back set for Swihart. Goes back row with it. Passed up front. Schrader to Eschbach. Musselman the good dig. Now it's Humphrey. Middle set. Lauren Lane's been hot this set and gets another one home. It's 19-15. I have her for 4 kills in this set alone. And they've needed him. Still down by 5 in set number 2. Volleyball went and got stuck underneath of the Concordia band where they put the drums in the section where the band plays. Line judge had to go back and dig it out of there. Got applause from her fellow moms, I think, on the at the court. Big save for Clay Center. No. Swihart tried to pancake save it. The scramble for Concordia on that play just called across the tape. Clay Center off balance. Really not much chance they had. Swihart made a really good attempt at it. 20-15. To serve it is Jordan Eschbaugh. Musselman to Humphrey. The set for Blake. Blistered across. Hamill stuffs it back home. It's 20-16. Hamill with the stuff that time. Gives play center the serve. And it's Hannah Swihart who has it. Down by 4. Second set down 1-0. There's the serve from Swihart. Set up front, Micah Eschbaugh. And partially blocked by Hamill, but the back row unable to dig it out as it's dropped just in front of him. So the serve back to Concordia. And back in is Alex Wilcox to serve. Williams will come off. 21-16. Concordia leads it by 5 here. And they lead it 1-0 over Clay Center. Left-handed serve across. Barely clearing tape. Swihart, the set for Blake. It comes across, and now it's going to be set up for the setter, Schrader. Partially blocked. Play center now in a scramble. Hamill will set it across. Concordia. Schrader to the middle for Eschbaugh, and she pulls it in, 22-16. Lady Panthers lead it in set number 2, and they lead 1-0. Lady Tigers on the floor. Franson, Hamill, Blake, Musselman, Lane, and Swihart. Wilcox to serve for Concordia. The Panthers on top, 22-16. Good dig by Blake. In the middle is Hamill. She winds it up this time. It's 23-16. The serve stays with Concordia. And the Lady Tigers just off kilter from the start in this game. Concordia put them in that position from the very beginning. And now an ace from Wilcox, and Concordia has match points in this second set. They won the first one 25-10. They're up 23-16 or 24-16. Is that correct? There it is. They did correct the score point. So match point now for Concordia. The serve from Wilcox. Blake, the dig. Swihart, middle. This is Hamill. Dug out by Concordia. They're going to try to stay in the point. Now they hit it into net by Bergman. And Play Center gets the point. Spins off one. Match point. 24-17 there. Back to serve it is Megan Blake. The serve across. Up front, Schrader to Micah Eschbaugh. And there is the match. Concordia has done it. 25-10, 25-17. Convincing in both. The Lady Tigers fell behind big in the second set, battled back and made it tight. Then here comes Concordia to close it out, 25-10, 25-17. Stay with us. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. I'll give you a look at what's to come yet tonight here from Concordia in this NCKL matchup. Stay with us. We'll back in just a moment.
Wherever the road leads this season, you have to depend on quality tires to get you there safely. Hanson Ford has a huge selection of tires for sale, big brands and great prices. Now through December 31st, when you buy 4 select tires at Hanson Ford, you can get a $70 mail-in rebate. For the upcoming season, with wet and icy road conditions, you'll feel confident knowing you're riding on tires that perform their best when you need them most. Visit Hanson Ford in Clay Center today.
Whether you want the tried and true seedweed varieties or a blend of the latest in the field of genetic innovations suited for your specific soil conditions, Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales wants to be your source for seedweed and starter fertilizer. Let us explain all the details and then place your order to ensure we have enough on hand. We can also add treatment to your seedweed to protect it while it gets established and ready for a harsh winter. This is Blaze. Stop in and see us at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Headphones, cell phones, portable drives, wireless keyboards, and more. Radio Shack offers awesome tech solutions for everyday use. From batteries and memory cards to auto connectors and cables, you'll find exactly what you're looking for, plus a wide variety of accessories to upgrade your digital equipment. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, enabling everyone to find what they need to connect and power their lives. Downtown Clay Center.
I was going over paperwork in central office when in sauntered.
The name's Bond. I'm needing to lay low. I thought maybe selling office supply products would be a good disguise.
Well, we do offer great savings on items such as Laurel office furniture, desk, chairs, filing cabinets, and more, plus over 1,000 Business Source office supply items, house brands, but same great quality.
Perfect. And what do you think about this big rubber nose and mustache?
They'll never recognize you. Folks, for all your office furniture and supply needs, come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
Well, again, the final 25-10, 25-17. It's Concordia, who just came out red hot and never took they never took the foot off the gas in this one. They really kept it going. The Lady Tigers made a great push in the second set, falling by 10-4, actually taking a 12-11 lead before Concordia answered and went up 17-12 with their own run, and then eventually would finish it off. 25-10, 25-17. It is Concordia who comes away with the first match victory over the Clay Center Lady Tigers. Now, we're going to take you back to the studio to regular programming tonight, but when we're ready to bring you back for the second varsity match here in Concordia, we will have that for you live on KCOY. I'll keep you posted on when that match is coming up, but there'll be a match in between, and then we'll get a chance to get a 20-minute countdown as well. So there'll be a pretty good sizable break as there is with the Lady Tiger volleyball and with the NCKO volleyball, as there was when we were in Chapman on the air. So we'll keep you posted on when we'll be back, but when the second varsity match is set to go, we'll be with you here at Concordia, and the Lady Panthers knock off Clay Center in the opening match, 25-10, 25-17.